to another episode of the Y3K Pod. I think this is going to make like 2 videos in 1 week. It was supposed to be 3. I apologize. I didn't feel like posting a 3rd video, so it's going to be 2 videos this week. It's a special episode, international break and all of that. And I know it's me and Jay, one of me and Jay's favorite players. I don't know if he's one of Shad's favorite players, but one of our favorite players to watch growing up. Eden Hazard retired, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
At the time of making this video, he retired yesterday. And, we just thought it'd only be right if we came out with a video talking about him and our thoughts on him and, how we feel about Hazard. So, first things first, since the last time we spoke, how you boys been?
I've been good, bro. I'm chilling. I missed out on Sunday, bro, because I was having Wi-Fi problems, but we here, we live.
Yeah,
I've been good, man. Can't complain.
All right, so I think Jay, you're gonna go last because I know how much of a Hazard fan you are, and you're just gonna drag it out. So Shad, I'll leave the floor to you. What you thought about Hazard's career? What you thought about him and just in general,
Okay. So Eden Hazard, one of the best dribblers, one of the best pure ballers that we've seen in this generation. There's a couple players that when you say baller, straight baller, removing stats, everything out of it, like when you come to basketball, people like KD, baller. Hazard, that's what you're going to think of, picking the ball, the agility so low to the ground. It's like every time he picked up the ball from the midfield, you knew something could happen. Like he was that good. I remember watching him on his debut with my brother because my brother's a Chelsea fan. His first game for Chelsea in the Premier League, he won a penalty and got an assist, if I'm not mistaken. And I said to myself, I didn't want my brother to know, like, this guy that's been in the Premier League, Man United going to have problems when we face this kid. So, one of the great ballers. And I'm a Madrid fan. I'm disappointed it didn't work out in Madrid. His potential that he had later in his career, I thought he could have won the Ballon d'Or. We will get into that later. But the career he had, most players will wish they had that career. So let's not act like, he had a great career, but I thought it could have been better. So I remember him as one of the great players of this generation. But he could have done a lot. He could have done a lot more at the end.
All right, I'll go next. Hazard was one of the players that I watched a lot, mainly because, like I said, my brother's a Chelsea fan, so we watched like every Chelsea game. So I grew to love Hazard only really by force. I didn't have a choice. It was really like I had to love Hazard because that was one of the only players that I was watching. So, like you said, pure baller, bro. Like when he got the ball, like you knew something was gonna happen. And his teams, majority of the time when you saw them play, the game plan was literally get the ball to Hazard and get out of his way. That was the game. The game plan was get him the ball. Everybody just make runs or play off of him and do whatever he wants you to do. And hearing the stories about him makes it so like he was just one of those naturally gifted, naturally talented ballers. And it pains me that it didn't work out at Madrid. I mean, maybe it doesn't pain me, but like it does pain me to see like his career ended in this way because the way that football is going, we're not gonna have many Hazards in the next generation, in my opinion. There's very few players right now who the game plan for their team is give him the ball and let him do what he wants to do. Football is becoming a lot more. What's it called? Everybody has a specific job, and while that's great and all, we're always gonna miss the magicians. You know what I mean? Those players, where watching them, maybe not all the time the stats would show it, but if you watched and you saw what they were doing game after game after game after game, I think we'll get into this also later, but I said that at a point in time, the only 2 players on earth that were better than Hazard were Messi and Ronaldo, and that was it, right? So I have high regard for him, man. I love watching him play. And I think even now as he's retired, I'm going to go back and watch a couple more of his highlights a couple more times, watch a couple more of his, his runs. Those amazing runs he would have on that left-hand side when he just get the ball and dribble through every single player. Yeah, man. Jay?
So for me, like to talk about Hazard, as you know, growing up, it was probably what Lampard, SCN, Drogba. Like they introduced me to Chelsea, but Hazard really made me fall in love with Chelsea with what he did. That was basically my prime of watching football. If we're being honest, a lot of people my age will probably like to be like, oh, they watched like 2002. No, it really started for me probably like '06. That's the first World Cup I remember. So going from like '06 coming down. So that's when I really got into Chelsea. The thing about Hazard that a lot of people don't understand is I always say this. The talent that he had was so special that he was one of those players where if you had him, you knew, and you went into a game, you knew you had a chance. It's the same thing you see with somebody like Messi and Ronaldo, and like probably like Neymar in our time of watching football, right? I always say this: the three things I remember him for is that Tottenham goal, the year Leicester won the Prem. We play Tottenham. If Tottenham beats us, they win the Prem. Um, Hazard passes it to Costa, and Costa passes to him, and it's like Hazard is falling, and he puts the ball, he puts it up, top bins. I always remember that Liverpool goal. A lot of Liverpool fans would be like, "Oh, it was a goal where he was on the right hand side, and like he basically took out the whole team and put it." And I always remember him for his last game he played for Chelsea. That was against Arsenal. Every goal that we scored in that Europa League final, it was Hazard. That was probably his best season at Chelsea. Um, and it's sad. Obviously, we've had this debate for the past couple of days. Me and Shad have been going back and forth about it. Like like I always say, it's unfortunate that it didn't work out in Madrid because that was a club that could have won him the Ballon d'Or to put him up there. And it's unfortunate. A lot of people don't remember the stuff that he did at Chelsea. So a lot of people will be like, "Oh, he's not that great," or "He's not that," because they only see what happened at Madrid. They didn't see what happened at Chelsea. So that's why I'm sad today because I'm thinking about it. Like his legacy is not going to be as great as it could have been. That's one thing that disappoints me. But aside of overall great player, as we all know, wasn't always the best when it came time to train. But when it came time to step on the pitch, he was going to give you his all. And he gave his all for Chelsea. And unfortunately, I think that was his biggest demise. He left it all on the pitch for Chelsea. So when he got to Madrid and the injuries started piling up, he couldn't produce. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on it. Obviously, we're going to talk about some of the things that we were having discussions in the chat that got heated to see where everybody stands now. Yeah, so the floor is okay. Whatever the question is, let me know.
All right. So this is a question. I think the first person that asked me this question was Shad. That's the first person that asked me this question, and we all went back and forth about it on the group chat a little bit. You know what I mean? So the question really is: do you think that Hazard fulfilled his potential? Right? And I'm gonna let Shad go first. I'll go last on this one. I'm gonna let Shad go first and let him give out his thoughts. Cause I know where both of you guys stand. So like I'm kind of like the deciding factor here, right? So both of you have to convince me on your points as to whether or not he fulfilled his potential or whether or not he didn't fulfill his potential. So by all means, go ahead, Shad.
All right. So whether Hazard fulfilled his potential or not, it's a total body of work thing that we're asking. This is not whether he fulfilled his potential at Lille or Chelsea or Madrid. As a footballer, when we look back at his career, did he get everything out of his ability that he possibly could have? And to me, it's a no. Because look, starting from Lille, I didn't even know this till recently. I was looking at his work ethic is something that's always been questioned. Even his coaches has talked about it. But his talent was so great that in the early days, it didn't matter. Like you said, he could have come to training. I don't feel like training today. But he turns up on a Saturday, and he's still going to look like Hazard. So to me, looking at his talent, looking back, that's a player that could have won the Ballon d'Or. And I believe that, coming to Madrid, that was the time for him to win the Ballon d'Or. Because if I'm looking at players, quick question before I even continue my point, do y'all think that Vinny is better than Hazard? Vinny as what? He's come on the scene the past couple years. Is he better than any?
Me personally, nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yet, right?
Not yet, at least, right? So if Vinny is getting 20 goals, 20 assists in the season, playing with Benzema, I'm looking at that point saying, with the talent Hazard had, This dude could have had 30 and 30. He could have easily gotten the Ballon d'Or. You feel me? If he had just pushed that little bit, if he taken care of his body like some of the players did, we could have been talking about one of the best players. When we talk about great player, he would have been in there because what? He would have had the Champions League moments that every great player has. Bale has it. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, even Salah to a certain degree has those moments in the Champions League. He would have had that with Real Madrid, wearing that white. Everybody would have thought, wow, that's that moment right there. And to me, the fact that he never got that, because at Chelsea, he has his moments in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, you can't even bring it up because there's not that many moments that he's had. And I thought at Real Madrid, that's where it was going to be, and it never happened. That's why I don't think he fulfilled his potential to me.
So, like, we all sort of agree, but we disagree in a way whereby I say, this is what I say. He spent 8 years at Chelsea, if I'm correct, from 2013, 2012, 2013. He came 2012 summer, signed, won the Champions League. That's when he came, and left 2019. So let's say 8 years, right, at Chelsea. I feel like he fulfilled his potential as a footballer and gave his all and did everything he could as a footballer. I don't think, this is what I say with the Madrid thing, is I don't think he was going to get better at Real Madrid. I think with Madrid, playing for the club of his dreams, if we're being honest, that's a lot of people's dreams. Growing up is really two teams. It's Barca or Real Madrid. You fall in one of them categories when you're looking at teams. The Galacticos, we talk about it all the time. Every great player has played for Real Madrid or Barca, mostly Madrid. But so Hazard going there for me, I always say this, was going to be that crowning moment, because obviously when in La Liga, playing for Real Madrid, you're never going to miss the Champions League. You're always going to be in there. In England, it's not a guarantee, because there are years where Chelsea didn't play in the Champions League. We played in Europa. Oh, we missed out totally. In, 15, 16, we missed out. But as a player, and the level that he could have reached, he reached it. Yes, I'm not even going to sit here and be like Hazard wasn't a lazy player or wasn't somebody that didn't always put in the right work. The things that hurt him in Madrid was what? He came in overweight. Yep. He came in overweight. From that summer, I think it was was it a World Cup 2018? Was a World Cup?
After the World Cup, right after the World Cup.
After the World Cup, he went. I think he came to the U.S.
on a vacation.
Came back to Madrid, fat and not in shape, and then he got hurt against PSG, and then that was really it. We never really got to see the magic that was Eden Hazard. The reason why I feel like he fulfilled his potential is because I look at that last season at Chelsea, bro. That last season at Chelsea, this man literally carried us. Did you know up to even today, since 2003, Hazard is the most fouled man in football. In the era where we had Ronaldo, we had Messi, we had all these great players. Nobody was fouled more than Hazard was. And when you talk about the Champions League, obviously playing in England, you're not always going to be in there. Now, if you look at Man City, you're always in there because of where they are. But it wasn't always the case for them. Even Manchester United, that's the biggest club in England, if we're being honest. They're not always in there. So in England, that is the best league in the world. We can agree on that, right? And he showed his talents in that league. He did everything that he could for Chelsea. That's why I always say Chelsea failed Eden Hazard, if we're being honest. If you look at some of the players we surrounded him with, we didn't allow him to go on to win the Ballon d'Or at Chelsea. Because if we had surrounded him with better players, for a better part of time, his wing counterpart was who? Willian. I don't think anybody's sitting here and saying Willian is the Neymar to Messi, right? He's not.
Nah, but Willian was pretty good.
Nah, but he had a season where he was your best player. So
Willian was pretty gas, though.
Don't downplay him. The season
I'm not downplaying him, but
listen, y'all.
The season that they got fired, and we finished what?
Listen, the season that Hazard decided to take the season off. That's what Chelsea fans say. He took the season off. He went 30 games without scoring. That's the season that Willian was the best player.
Willian was gas. Willian was gas. I'm a Willian fan. I'm not gonna sit here and let you like
Willian's best season for us. Where did we finish?
I don't know. You were a Chelsea fan, but the point that we're trying to prove that he was a good player at his time. Like, it's not like he was no scrub.
That's I'm not saying he's a scrub. But what I said is he the Neymar to Messi?
No, he's not.
No, but
hold on, let me finish. Hold on, relax. Is he the Wayne Rooney to Ronaldo?
Bro, you're comparing.
Relax.
I
Okay,
would
so
say,
Kevin De
you know
Bruyne
what?
to Aguero.
I would say, you know what?
Hazard,
I would
is
say
here. Willian is here, bro. That's what I'm saying.
this
It's
is a hot take. This is a hot take, but I would say Willian was the Bale or the Benzema to Hazard's Ronaldo. That I'll
the
say.
Benzema. I'll give you that. The Benzema. I'll give
That I'll say.
because
I'll say that.
Benzema. If we were to talk about Benzema, Benzema had that. What was it? Was it the 9-goal season?
Yeah, that's why I asked you guys the thing in the comment. If I would have told you that Benzema would have won the Ballon d'Or before, you wouldn't have believed it because you saying it's a season that he even had 9 goals. You would you didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming. But I have a take on that Benzema thing. If we're being honest about Benzema, what did he benefit?
Hold on. Can we focus on Hazard? I feel like we need to take
right?
Yeah. But hold on.
Yeah.
Let's pause it real quick. We'll do a hot takes video, right?
Okay.
Where you bring all your hot takes and your Benzema takes and all of those type of takes, and we'll do that and we'll post that one. But right now, let's focus on Hazard real quick, all right? Because I feel like we're about to get off topic.
With our club, we failed that guy in so many ways. We surrounded him with sometimes talent that lived up to the levels. When we had Diego Costa, that's when Hazard flourished a lot. He was able to pick up the ball in central areas and always be able to find Costa. Most of Costa's goals was assisted by either Hazard or Fabregas. When we sold Costa, it affected him. We brought in somebody like Morata. The season when we played Morata, we played a game against Liverpool, bro. The whole team, right? Our top two, that was when Conte was there. We played a front two of Morata and Hazard. And then it was Bakayoko, Danny Drinkwater, and N'Golo Kante, bro. And then the wingers was Zappacosta and Marcus Alonso. And then the back line was, oh my God. I know Aspi was one, and then 2 other players that I forgot. And the keeper was Courtois. The issue is that type of talent Hazard is, you see what Barca did for Messi. You see what Real Madrid did for Ronaldo. We failed to do that for Hazard in order for him to flourish and be up on those stages. At points, bro, he was PFA Young Player of the Year, PFA Player of the Year, goals and assists. He was doing all of that, bro. He was literally our team. That is why I look at him and I say, as a player, he did that. But then we also have to look at what he did at Madrid. And that's where when you first initially asked me, Chad, I was like, no, but because I feel like when you look at Hazard and you look at Madrid, it's rather unfortunate. He didn't do good on his part by coming in healthy. But then on top of that, he had the injuries, which didn't help. We had, and then when he came back, Ancelotti, let's be honest, didn't really want to play him. There were games where they were playing, like, who was it? Bro, like French players in positions where they should be playing Hazard. And it hurt me. I'm watching Madrid, pa.
French players.
Bro, French players. Ask Shad, he's the Madrid fan. Am I lying? There were games where if Hazard had at least gotten a look in, maybe he could have done something.
There were also games that we put him in, and it's like, do we really just bought this guy for 100 million? So it goes both ways.
Yes, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. But I look at it as the end was not great, but the beginning and the middle was amazing. So I look at that overall factor and what he did that last year before he left Chelsea, and I say he fulfilled his potential as a footballer. Obviously, there's always going to be more things he could do. Take it back to basketball, for example. No matter what LeBron does, we're always going to compare him to who? Michael, right?
I mean, sure, that's you guys.
Always do more, yes or no?
I don't know if LeBron can do any more.
But I'm saying though, when you look at, but yeah, before you finish,
what are we gonna say? But Michael was undefeated, right?
Listen, we're looking at it from a talent perspective. Would you say LeBron has squeezed every possible ounce out of his ability? Would you say that? I'm pretty sure we all will. He's done.
There's a difference, though.
There's a difference.
I'm saying
21 years, bro.
There's a difference. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, because this is where I'm about to just, you feel me? The problem with this full potential thing is, right, Shad, I feel like you're talking in terms of accolades and like trophies. He did fulfill potential in that aspect. Which, if that's what we're talking about,
you could all say he didn't.
It's not just
But
that; it's just approach to the game too. Like the approach to, like you
yeah,
said,
but
coming in,
the
all
thing,
of that mentality. That
mhm. The thing is, right? This is what I told you guys this. Hazard and many other players were very unlucky. They played in an era
Mhm.
of like unprecedented goatness, if we're being completely honest.
The two
From
greatest ever.
like '08 to about 2018, probably even earlier. No other player besides the name Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi won a Ballon d'Or. And in those seasons that they won, yeah, 2018 was the year the Madrid won it.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But for those years, right, no player even came close to sniffing it besides those two, right? So when you look at Hazard, like Jay said, the beginning and the middle were beautiful. So right now I'm going to focus on the beginning and I'm going to focus on the middle, right? His prime years. His best year we'd say was like what 18, 19, right? Right
Yeah,
before he went to
it would be
right
what,
before he went
is it 17, 18? I think it's 17, 18. If the World Cup was
18, 19.
18, 19. That was right
okay.
before he went to Madrid. The
Yeah,
year
yeah,
right before he went to Madrid, where he had I think 20 goals, 20 assists, right? When you look at that season and you look at his embodiment of work and you look at his stats and you look at everything Hazard did that season, I find it really hard to believe that that Hazard was going to get any better. To me, I think that was the max Hazard was going to get. 20 goals, 20 assists, basically dragging Chelsea to Europa League final, winning the Europa League, and then dragging Belgium,
Europe, bro.
and then dragging Belgium to like what third place, right?
Yep.
Belgium finished third that World Cup. So I don't think he was gonna get any better. So to me, that's what I look at when I see potential. When I see potential, I'm thinking, could he have gotten better? I don't think he could have gotten better. Could he have played for longer? Yes, but you also got to put into account that the players that you may be comparing him to, right? Ronaldo and Messi played at the top levels of Europe until Ronaldo was like what 37, and Messi was like what 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Neymar. Neymar's done. Neymar's now in Saudi. Look
If we're
at who else? Who else?
Salah's Saudi next summer, if we're being honest.
Salah's probably going to go to Saudi, right? Mudryk is clinching onto the last grits of whatever he has, but even right now, he can't even get into the Madrid team. Are we? I'm being honest, right?
He
Even
can't
right
get
now,
in the
he's
Madrid
frustrated.
team, but he can't. I still think Modric can play in a lot of top
Yep,
teams.
yep.
It's just not
I
the
would,
Madrid
Yeah,
team he can get
no,
in.
but I'm saying like right now in the
and
Madrid,
even that Madrid team, if we're being honest, he can't get into it.
He
I
can.
think
It's just right now. He just
yeah, they're
like
just
the
trying to play
younger
the young
players.
guy.
Yeah,
When it comes Champions League season,
he's
he
going to
was
play him. He's going to play him. Yeah.
play because last year was the same thing when Camavinga and not even Camavinga, Chouameni came, and it was like Toni Kroos. Is he really going to play? Is he not going to play? When it came down to crunch time, Kroos was playing. At some points, Kroos was the sixth for Madrid, so he's definitely
which
going to
was
get back in
not
there.
that good of an idea. But what I'm saying is when you compare it to these players, Benzema's not even that old. Benzema's like what 33, 34, 35, around that. He's in Saudi. Mahrez is in Saudi. Mane's in Saudi. All these players are all they're done, right? So when you look at Hazard, I feel like Hazard had a few choices at this stage
No,
of
he
his
had
career.
multiple choices. He could have gone to MLS. Fabrizio Romano's
MLS,
Saudi, he had
Saudi, all
Belgium
these
and France. He had
all
options.
these other all these other players. Look at players like Aubameyang. He's done. He Lacazette. Like all these players now they're not to the level of where Hazard was, right? But at the same time, it's very hard to compare a lot of these players to Messi and Ronaldo because one, Ronaldo's first off, Messi works hard, just as hard as maybe not as hard as Ronaldo, but he works hard, right? But when you look at
Doesn't
Ronaldo's
have
dedication
yes,
and the way they talk about Ronaldo's dedication, it's very hard for you to think to a player going to play at the top level till they're like 36, 37. That's just not possible. Messi is a literal alien put on earth just to play football, right? And he was able to do that until he was 35. And Messi had greater talents around him than Hazard did when Hazard was at Chelsea. Hazard suffered from what I think a lot of really good players in every single sport suffer from. Their team has them, and they know that, okay, this player can put us over the top. So their team then fails to put appropriate pieces around them, right? And that's what I think Hazard feel from at Chelsea. Madrid, Barcelona, and I guess maybe now City and in the old times United, right? Those teams, even if they had a superstar, right, one great player, they're going to fill them. They're going to surround them with other great players of that top caliber talent, right? Messi, at one time, bro, I looked at the I think 2012, 2013 Barcelona team, right? I think this was right after Dani Alves had left, or right after Dani Alves and Pep had both left, right? Bro, they had Jordi Alba, Puyol, PK was coming in a few years, right? They had Song, they had I don't remember the goalkeeper, but Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Alexis Sanchez, Yaya Torre, David Villa, Cesc Fabregas. All these players were surrounding Messi, right? And then what Barcelona didn't fail to do was, after those players got old and they went away, they brought in more players to surround Messi with more top talent caliber player. Neymar, who we're going to talk about later in this video, right? They brought in Neymar. They brought in Suarez. They brought in Rakitic. They brought in Turan. They brought in all these players to surround Messi with, to make sure that he could still succeed. And then look at Ronaldo. While he was at Madrid, they brought in Benzema. They brought in Bale, Cruz, Modric, Casemiro,
Sergio Ramos, Varane,
Alaba. All these, they brought in all these players. That's a bit after Ronaldo, but they brought in all these players to surround him with, so his job wasn't as difficult.
But
and that's the problem.
Okay, so but the thing right now, right? I don't know what you guys. The point that you're proving is that in the beginning and the middle, especially the middle of Hazard's career, you're saying that Chelsea could have done more, and we're not arguing that. Nobody's going to say that. What I'm saying, listen. Look, you guys keep saying
2/3 of the career was great, bro. He won a League One trophy with Lille. They haven't done that since then. At the time he was winning League One trophies with Lille, bro, Mohamed Salah was selling kebabs in Cairo, bro. There's levels.
Okay, and when Mohamed Salah was breaking records in the Prem, Hazard was eating burgers on Madrid's bench. What's your point? I don't get the straight that you're throwing there. It makes no sense. The straight that you're throwing makes no sense.
Hold on. I was just talking about the beginning and the middle. I haven't talked about the end yet, right?
But I'm saying go to the point about the fact that he's got into Madrid where they're going to give him everything. You come in overweight. You get injured. Listen, wait. I'm an athlete. I can tell you this. Let me just prove this point. I'm an athlete. I can tell you this. I play soccer. When your body is not used to training so hard, and maybe I can attest to this too, you haven't done it for so long, you get to a place where it's expected of you to train that hard. That's when muscle injury starts happening. And everybody has been saying it. The doctors have been saying it, that when you train to a certain degree that you've never trained before, your body's not used to it. Muscle injuries start happening. Non-contact injuries happen. And that's a lot of that start happening in Madrid. And I'm telling you, if Hazard has taken that seriously, training seriously, taking care of his body, Joe Cole said it, that this guy was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not the only one saying this. A lot of people saying it. So I don't get why you guys are trying to prove the point that he fulfilled the potential.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Shad. What season should he have taken the Ballon d'Or off of Messi and Ronaldo? Which season?
I'm not saying at Chelsea's. I'm saying at Madrid, that was the time to do it.
But Madrid. When he? How old was he when he got to Madrid?
He was 28. He was at his peak. That's the peak of everybody. Every player's
he was still in his prime.
What's the peak of an athlete?
Everybody has a different peak. So hold on. I got a question for you. So going back to the Rashford thing we were talking about a couple weeks ago, you think Marcus Rashford at 28 is going to get better than what he is now?
I'm saying that's supposed to be his peak. Look, the thing is,
every player is different. When you break out is when it matters, Shad. If a player is breaking out at 24, I expect your peak to be at 28. But Hazard was breaking out at 19, 20, bro. You cannot expect his peak to be at that point. Because
but you just said his best year was 2018, 2019. He was 28 at the time.
He was coming to 28. Wait, Hazard, what I said is going to Madrid. What happened at Madrid, bro? He got hurt. He couldn't show it anymore. He got hurt. Bro, he literally, at one point,
Ronaldo got hurt when he got on Madrid, right? I'm saying, look, people were saying
Ronaldo when he went there.
People were saying that even in the rehab, they didn't think the guy was taking it that serious. And guess what? You come back overweight again after the injury. So it's like, are you taking it serious? Come on, bro.
But then that's not mean he didn't fulfill his football potential.
There was more to do, Listen,
What more?
I asked you this question. I asked you this question. If you telling me Hazard is providing these numbers in the Prem, what do you think he could have done in La Liga? Again, was scoring 25 goals a season. You don't think Hazard could do more than that?
relax. Obviously, if he's doing 20 and 20 in the Prem, the numbers are going to go up just because it's a La Liga. There's
and he's been around better players. Can we agree that better players great players are going to be better around better players too? Like you were saying, Messi, Ronaldo, all these players made them better, right? Exactly. So his play would have improved, bro. It was going to improve, bro.
Why couldn't he do it? What was the issue? Was it not the injury and himself being overweight?
Yes.
Nobody's agreeing with that. You're making it seem like somebody's disagreeing with you about what happened to Madrid. But again, when you talk about the potential that you're talking about, you mentioned what? He could have won the Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah.
And more trophies, not his footballing ability.
That's winning the Ballon d'Or, not his play, that's going to determine that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me give you this scenario, right? Instead of Europa, that last season he had at Chelsea. If he has that in 2019, right? Who won in 2019?
Messi.
Messi won in 2019.
And no one's taking off of Messi in that year, bro.
Relax. If he came and he give you, let's say, in total, in goals and all, he gave you 50, right? And led Real Madrid to winning another Champions League
and the La Liga. Bro, he's winning that Ballon d'Or, bro. He's winning that Ballon d'Or.
No one is taking that. Bro, but Madrid didn't win it in 2019.
But we're saying we're doing hypotheticals here, saying that if we win the Champions League, right? And Hazard is the best player. We win the champion. We win the double.
Well, obviously,
again, listen. Look, it don't even have to be like. It don't even have to be. Look, let's say Hazard doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, right? But he's in the top 3. Let's say, people are saying having this conversation like he got cheated. I'm gonna be like, okay, at least he got there. Like he got there. Maybe he got cheated. You feel me? Like, we're gonna have conversation like he should have won it. But he never got the fact that Hazard never got there. That shit, it don't make sense to me.
Because his footballing, not just his footballing ability, it's also the club that he's at that is going to make that happen. Again, when we're having an argument, I told you how many people in the Prem have won a Ballon d'Or. It's only what in our lifetime.
I mean, in recent memory, it would be Ronaldo, but Owen did it.
Ronaldo, right? That's it. And what is Ronaldo? In some people's books, the first or the second best player ever, right? That shit doesn't happen in the
first. Don't put him in first. He's definitely the second.
Look at it. What did Erling Haaland do last year? Broke literally every goal scoring record, right? In the Prem. Do you think he's the one going to win the Ballon d'Or?
But he's going to be there. I'm saying he's going to be at the podium. He's going to be top 3. Am I lying? Listen. Let's look at the people that's gone to the top 3. Has Van Dijk not gone to the top 3? Has Mane not been in there? I'm saying that, Hazard was supposed to be one of those people that, he should be in a contention to win it at least this year. Like 1-2. Bro, he had that kind of potential. You're down for somebody that's Hazard is your favorite player.
No, hold on. Chat.
No.
You're talking about potential when it comes to accolades and trophy-wise. Junior and me, we're talking about potential when it comes to playing ability.
So stat-wise, you don't think that Hazard could have done more in La Liga?
No. But stats isn't ability, though. Stats is not ability-wise.
What do you mean stats not ability? Isn't it your ability that's going to provide the stats? What?
No. Because there's times when you see players play in certain teams and certain systems, their stats are inflated. But when they move to a different system with a different team, they can't put up those same stats. So stats to me isn't ability. Stats
hold on.
Is what you call.
Hold on. 1 second. Do you think Salah, that we always talk about Salah and Hazard, right? That's like the comp.
Yeah.
Do you think if Salah played for those Chelsea teams, he puts up the numbers he puts up for Liverpool?
No, he doesn't. Same way I don't think Hazard is scoring 32 goals in the Premier League for Liverpool.
But no, I'm not talking about that. But does Hazard do what he did? The 20 and 20 or the 18 and 15, the 16 and 15. Does he do that for Liverpool? Or does it go up? Think about it.
With the style of play, Liverpool style of play, I don't think that's how you're going to be limited in Hazard. Bro, listen, if we're going to talk, let's bring context into it.
I'm telling you,
you're a City fan. When you played against Liverpool, how did they play? There was a very direct team that was using Salah's and Mane's pace a lot. And if you're telling me that you put Hazard in that team and he's going to score those goals, it's not happening. That's not his style of play.
Right. He doesn't necessarily have to score the goals, but is he not going to get his assist? He is.
So you telling me if you put Prime Hazard in any of those Chelsea teams, he's not doing numbers? He's going to do numbers, bro. It's Salah. Like we literally been saying that guy.
He's not going to do those numbers, though. Is he?
not to that level, but Salah is still always going to get his 20 plus. He's still always going to get his 10 plus.
Chelsea system where the winger has to do everything. Do you see Salah as that? That's my biggest thing, because I do not see Salah doing what Hazard does, picking up the ball from the midfield, having to dribble and create everything, bro. Literally,
I don't see Hazard doing what Salah does, scoring 44 goals a season.
He doesn't need to. My question to you is that, can Hazard replicate what he normally does in Liverpool's system? I believe he can.
What when you say normally does, what are you saying? 15 goals, 15 assists?
Yeah.
What is normal for you for Salah? What's normal for Salah? Answer me that question.
Let's say 25 goals and 10 assists. Let's give him that.
25 goals, 10 assists.
At Chelsea.
Can he do that? I think Salah, bro. Even people been down on Salah, and his worst season, he had 22 goals, bro. His worst season was last year, and the guy had like 22 goals and like.
But again, the thing is, you have to look at the system that Salah is playing in. Bro, you have to give props to Klopp, because the system that he's playing Salah in, it maximizes all of Salah's ability, and it doesn't one thing I'll say is Salah's playmaking is not at the level of Hazard in my.
But it's underrated. But would you say?
No, it is underrated. And
thank you.
And up until maybe like last season or 2 seasons ago, he didn't have to do much playmaking, for being completely honest. It's really last season.
It wasn't required of him. Yeah,
it wasn't required. But now that it's being required, he's shown that he has the ability to do that, right? But what I'm saying is, I don't think Salah can put up 20 assists. But I do believe if you put Hazard in the system where it's his main priority is to score goals, and all he has to do is get a couple tap-ins, get a couple low knock-ins. If you put him in that system, I think Hazard could do that.
Okay, let's ask Hazard himself. He said that's not his. Even he said that he don't want to score.
He doesn't play like that.
He himself, but you guys are here telling me that he.
Go ahead, finish.
Go ahead. Bro, you know damn well that if we play him, he's not scoring those goals. Everybody knows it.
He is, bro. He is capable.
Bro,
again,
you're telling me.
Bro, I don't want to hear that.
In the other person's system.
I don't hear that, man. Salah, bro, Hazard is not scoring those goals, bro. He's not scoring those goals. We both know it, bro. He's not as selfish as him. He's not as ruthless as him. His mentality is not like him to get those goals, and we know it, bro. It's not, bro. You have to have a different type of mentality and be selfish enough to score those goals.
Flourish more in the other person's system, in the Klopp system, and in the Chelsea, whatever system it was. Who do you think is going to flourish more?
Bro, the answer will be that none of them will look like themselves. Because again, listen. What do you tell me? What's your whole thing? You guys' whole point is Salah. Hazard can get the ball from the middle, turn and do all of that. If he's in the Liverpool team, then he can't do that. Is that not taking away his best ability? Is that not taking away his best ability? No, he can't.
He's still going to do that. You cannot.
What Liverpool requires from the wingers? No, he can't. What are you talking about,
bro? No matter what manager you brought to Barca, was Messi still not the same player?
Bro, listen, you're just saying that if we switch them and put them in your roles, what do Liverpool require from Salah? You guys want to tell me? What do they require from him?
Score goals.
Salah.
You don't think Hazard could do that? You don't think Hazard could do that?
44 goals in the season. The nigga has never done it. Why is he going to do it now?
Because it's not his style to do it. But again, hold on. When you look at it, right? You can bring
season. You think Hazard can score 44 goals in the season?
Relax. Hold on. When you bring out the output of Salah and that 44 goals that you're talking about, how many assists did he give?
He has 16 on the whole season.
And when you put Hazard's stats for whatever his best season is, it's probably going to be like 4 more. Kwaku, you can look it up.
Oh, we can do it right now. We can do the calculation.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Shad. Huh? You're now saying that Hazard can't score 44 goals a season, right?
No, he can't. No.
But literally 5-10 minutes ago, were you guys not saying in 2019, if Hazard scores 50 goals for Madrid, goes to the Champions League final, wins the Champions League?
I said goal contribution. Give me 25. Give me 20. Yeah. In terms of give me 25, because I asked you, can he do what Vinny did? Because what did Vinny do? Vinny, for the past 2 seasons, has given us 20 goals, 20 assists. And I'm saying Hazard can do more than that. So he can give me maybe 30, 15 assists. He can win the Ballon d'Or. That's the point that I was trying to prove. Connection.
All right, no.
I think we good. Yeah, connection.
I get.
I think it was
I get.
but we good now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we good.
All right.
I think I get both of y'all points. Me
So
personally, like I guess at this point we're comparing him to other players, so we might as well continue with the Salah and Hazard.
Bro, it's two great players. You pick who you pick, but me, I you know,
honestly, it's two great players. I'm not gonna sit here and be like Hazard is here and Salah's here like some people are.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like this. It could even be like this. I just feel like Hazard.
You don't think
I got a hot take. I think if I'm starting a team, I'm taking Hazard like
I am too.
I'm taking Salah. I'm starting taking Salah.
Because the
9.9 out of 10.
Hold on. The reason why I'm taking Hazard is because I hate to use this, but I feel like Salah needs a system tailored to him. Up until a couple seasons ago, we didn't know Salah could play make. But one thing I know from Hazard is that no matter what manager you bring in, the guy is going to give you a bare minimum 15-15. Bare minimum 15-15.
16, are you not?
And then.
Hey, my guy, what happened to that season? He went 30 games without scoring. What happened with that season?
Hold on.
I knew he was going to bring that up.
Wait.
The guy decided to take a season. Salah has never taken a season off. Salah has never taken a season.
And when he was at Chelsea, what was he doing?
Huh?
He got Chelsea and Roma.
What was Hazard doing at Madrid?
Injured.
Huh?
Hold
on. He was eating burgers.
You said Salah's a year off. What was he doing at Chelsea? Collected kebab.
Hold on. Maybe it's because Salah's still playing. That's why.
The guy's still going.
Whenever
this guy's still going. Come on, bro.
But whenever we talk about Salah, we only talk about the Liverpool part. We don't talk about the Chelsea part, and we don't talk about the Roma part. We forget that those.
He was nice at Roma, though. You know he was nice at Roma.
Bro, hold on.
Was he not good at Roma?
Relax.
They bought him for 35
when
million.
Liverpool went to buy him, relax. I remember this correctly. When Liverpool went to buy him, their fans did not even want him. They did not even want him. They were like, this guy's not good enough. So he came and showed them. It's there, bro. It's facts. You can actually look that up. Liverpool fans did not want Salah.
And
what's the point? Not even one. That was not his first choice.
In 1998, Man United fans wanted Sir Alex Ferguson out. Look how it turned out. What's the point? I don't get the point that you're trying to prove.
No, you're trying to tell me like what he was doing at Roma was so amazing and spectacular.
I never said, Kwaku, did I say that? No, I said that he was nice at Roma. I said he was nice at Roma.
We don't even talk about the man he played for Fiorentina. We don't talk about none of this.
Bro,
I didn't even know he played for Fiorentina.
Listen, because the debate, listen, when you see Hazard and Salah's debate, what do you see? You see Chelsea uniform and Liverpool uniform, and people will focus on their time in the Premier League, and that's what it is. But look, if you want to bring Leo on, we could do that.
What year did Salah become better than? They were both in the Prem. When they were in the
how long were they in the Prem for? No, how long were they in the Prem for though? Like what years are we comparing them?
When did Salah come back?
2 seasons, right? 2017.
It was 17, 18, 18, 19.
Yeah, 20 for 2 years. In 17, I think he was definitely better than him. The year he scored 44 goals, he broke
was not
the record.
better than Hazard, bro. One was winning, bro. I think Hazard won in that timeline. Hazard won Player of the Year or something like that.
How? He only won it once. He won in 2014. What are you talking about? Salah wasn't in the league at the time. Bro, he scored 44 goals. You telling me Hazard was better than the year he scored 44 goals in the season? They went to the Champions League final and he got injured by Sergio Ramos. He was better than him that year? What? 44 goals and 16 assists.
18-19.
18-19, Hazard was better. 18-19.
All right, if you want to go 18-19, I'll give you that. But 17, hell no.
Bro,
17-18, he put up 32 goals in the Prem. That's very hard to argue.
Broke the record as a
winner. What did Chelsea do the year before that?
Bro, you are comparing the years that were in the league. That's what we're saying.
Okay, so you want to compare the years in the league, but you picked 2 years where Salah came in and was on top form, right?
The years that were both in the league that you can.
Okay, what about 13-14? Huh? Oh, you don't want to talk about that?
When?
Bro, he was at Chelsea.
They were both at Chelsea, but we don't care about that.
But no. The thing is,
we don't care about that.
No. The thing is, that's a given that Hazard is better. We don't need to talk about that because we know Hazard was better than that season.
Okay, all right, listen, Kwaku. If we're going to be fair, okay, what about 2020? Who was better? What about 2021? Who was better? What about 2020? No. I'm saying overall, 2022, who was better? You see, it becomes unfair. Like that's what I'm saying. The point that you're trying to prove.
No. We were playing, bro. This is basically literally the biggest comp you could have. Me and you were on the same team. We are the same age. You want to talk about now? My Google. Now that I'm not.
What do you mean now that you're Google? 28 supposed to be your peak, and you tell me it's my fault that you're eating burgers and coming to preseason overweight.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Shad. I feel like you got something against Hazard for not working out.
No, it's not. Listen, look, because you know why? Because you know why? I'm a Madrid fan, and I was the one telling Barcelona fans that we have after seeing that guy playing that 2018 World Cup. I was telling Barca fans, we have the next guy coming. Ronaldo and Messi leaving. We have him coming. So I feel very disappointed that the guy let me down.
I don't want to talk about internationals because it's kind of not fair. But what has Salah ever done for international?
He's gone to the AFCON Cup finals a couple of times. That's what he's done. I mean,
one is taking their team to the World Cup third place.
Oh, I'm very happy you brought that up, Kwaku. When he was saying that, Liverpool has all these players, they built a system around them. You know how he wasn't giving credit. He was saying, "Oh no, he has the better team." Is Salah? Wait, let's look at Hazard's Belgium team. Were they not ranked number 1 in the world going to the World Cup? Did they not have Kevin De Bruyne on that team? Did they not have Lukaku, who had 77 goals?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Lukaku. You really want to talk about Lukaku? You really want to talk about Lukaku?
Is he not Belgium's all-time leading scorer? How many goals does he have for Belgium?
Bro,
he has 77.
When it matters, when has he ever scored a goal for Belgium?
Listen, the point that I'm trying to
talk about it. Lukaku, when has he ever scored a goal that matters for Belgium?
Listen, you're trying to make a point. You look, your whole point was saying, "Oh, they didn't put a team around Hazard." I'm saying that Belgium and Egypt, is that even fair,
bro?
Yo, Belgium and Egypt, is that even fair?
What do you say? Who's the best player in the 2018 World Cup? It was probably Hazard.
It was
probably Hazard.
What? In the 2018
You're gonna say Modric?
Because they want
Modric and those people on the France team was better than Hazard was great, but I'm saying it was people that was better than him.
Who was better on France than Hazard?
Mbappe was better than him. Mbappe was better than him.
Mbappe was not better than Hazard, bro. In
2018 World Cup. In the World Cup.
I'm not having it with the Mbappe BS, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
In the 2018
World Cup, I'll give you that.
I'm not having it with the
France. You cannot even tell me that. Was Mbappe the best player in France? Who was the best player in France?
I'm telling you that there was people on that France team that had a better World Cup than Hazard.
Was the best player on France. I think Conte had they had better World Cup than Mbappe. I'm not.
Did you hear what I said? I literally said there were people on the France team that had a better World Cup than Hazard, and you guys are proving my point. I mean,
no. You're saying Mbappe. I'm saying
as one of the French players that had a better World Cup than Hazard. To me, he did. What do you mean? To me, he did. Scored in the final.
Griezmann. You could have said Griezmann. I would have listened. You could have said Pogba or Conte. I would have listened, but I'm not hearing.
Pogba was better than Mbappe at that World Cup.
I'm not hearing. I think Pogba had a better World Cup. Do you not remember what Mbappe
did in the World Cup?
Hold on. After the World Cup, were we not calling and asking why Pogba can't perform the same way for Man United as he does for France when he has Conte with him?
Who is better, Pogba or Conte in that World Cup? Who was better in that World Cup?
Shad.
So Mbappe was like the fifth best player on that team.
The Mbappe for this World Cup that they just played in 2023 was a better player than what he did in 2018.
Nobody's arguing that. Nobody's arguing that. We know that.
What I'm trying to tell you is that 2018 World Cup was not about Mbappe, bro. That was when he was coming up. He wasn't better than Hazard.
No, you're arguing points that we haven't made. Nobody said that it was about him. I'm just saying that to me, there were players from that World Cup that had a better World Cup. Hazard had a great World Cup. Look, he won like what? 5 matches in a row, which is incredible. But I'm saying there were players to me that had a better.
That was Messi-esque, bro. Messi-esque.
It was Messi-esque. And that's why I'm disappointed that we didn't see that in Madrid. How do you come back and then come overweight after that?
Are you admitting that your whole thing against Hazard is a Madrid thing? Because that's what I'm hearing. Everything goes back to Madrid. So you're
saying that was the time for him to shine brightest, get his Ballon d'Or, and the guy came and failed.
Yo, we're close to 50 minutes, gang. We need to wrap this up. We're close to 50 minutes.
What was the last thing we were talking about?
No. The last one was to compare him to other players. That's what we're on right now, but I'm letting you know.
The only player that I hear people talking about is Salah, and that's the only thing that is driving me crazy.
I'm saying I'm taking Salah since the guy came.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro. I saw a video. Somebody was saying that if you choose Hazard over Salah, you don't know ball, because this is where I turned the video off though, because he said that Salah's playmaking was better than Hazard. But the thing is, right? I also told you guys, I said history is not going to be kind to Hazard.
It's not. I told my brother that. It's not.
His stats aren't the way that football is going now. There's a lot more goals, there's a lot more assists, and there's a lot more stat based. And everybody coming up is a lot. They look at the stats. They don't watch the player perform, because when I watch the players perform, I look at Hazard. My favorite player of all time is Messi. Everybody knows this. I'm a Messi fan. You can't tell me nothing when it comes to Messi, right? So I love players who can take the ball and just create something out of nothing, right? And I think Hazard and Neymar were the two closest players to Messi level. So when I watch them play, I enjoy it. But when I watch Salah play, bro, there are games where Salah's one of those players where there are games where, like I said, I like players who can create something out of nothing, right? So there are games where up until like last season and this season, I would be like, damn, I kind of want Salah to do more. I kind of want him to take this game and be like, yeah, this is my shit. Like, none of y'all can touch me. And the only thing I only saw that like once. It was against City where he had that run and he did a little, like, I think it was like a heel to heel, but he hit it off his heel, off his shin guard, and then he slotted it in, right? But even that game, that was like the only thing he did that game.
So this is what I'll say about Salah to end it all. And since Nunes has come, one thing I'll give him credit for is changing his playing style to accommodate other players. He's become more of a playmaker. To even go back to 2 weeks ago, the goal that was disallowed with by Luis
Diaz.
Yeah, Luis Diaz. That was a nice pass by Salah.
You just call him Luis?
Bro, I didn't remember the name, bro. I got blamed for a second. Luis Diaz, right? His playmaking has gone up. I'll give him that. And a lot of things that Salah is doing now, I will have that when we have that conversation at the end of Salah's career. When people say he's better than Hazard,
bro,
I will understand.
It won't even be close, bro. I'm telling you. If he continues at this pace, bro, people will say he's disrespectful to Salah. Watch, bro. History is not going to remember Hazard kindly, bro.
That is what I'm saying. Now, bro. That is the thing about footballers who don't have the statistical. You see, the thing is, people don't really dig deep into stats. You get what I'm saying? They only look at what they see. What do they see? Goals and assists. People don't look at XG, all those things. Am I lying? They only look at the things that they can see and find easily. But when you really look deep into it, bro,
Of course, bro. Look, I get that. Look. But the thing is, when people, Kwaku, and you might agree with this, when people say Salah is just, goals in this, it's not like he's like Inzaghi or Chicharito that's just standing in the box and just. If you watch Liverpool games, bro, there's times where it's like it's him or nothing. Like, especially this season, I'm watching, I'm like, yo, they literally just punting the ball up to him sometimes and just like, yo, make something happen, go around somebody. And I'm saying, people don't give him credit for that. People keep saying, oh, this guy just wait in the box and scores. I'm like, yo, some of the goals that he scores are worldies. Like,
no, I've never said that about Salah. But one thing I will say, up until these past couple of seasons, he hasn't been playmaking. We could all say that. He's been very selfish. There's been times where he should lay the ball off. Remember, even Mane, when Mane was there, got mad. He was yelling at Klopp, tell him to pass the ball, right? So up until these past couple of seasons, when he lost Mane, and now it's like, okay, I need more help. You know what I mean?
The reason why that happens is because they brought in an actual number 9, who is an in-the-box player. So he can't play as an inside forward and take up the number 9's position, which was what he could do because Firmino was playing as a false 9 and dropping into the midfield. So Salah took those positions that a number 9 would be in. That's why at the beginning of last season, if you guys remember, he struggled a lot. At the beginning of last season, he did.
He did. He did. But in the end, the numbers was still.
In the end.
Exactly. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro.
What I love about you,
listen,
bro.
I will tell you this. To end up.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I would say this. I would say this to end up. Look, if I had to watch one of them, if I had to watch today, they're playing at their peak. I'm watching one of them. I'm watching Hazard play. It's nice. You can draw it out. But I'm saying both of them as a player for my team, I want him. Overall, it's not even close. The career, the consistency, the mentality, how he approached the game, how he's taking care of the body.
It wasn't this the same guy that promised.
I'm not gonna lie. As a career,
to beat Madrid, did he promise that?
As a career,
what has Hazard done in the Champions League? I don't get. You're trying to throw shades for your guy that don't have no moments in the Champions League.
Mentality, and I'm telling you, don't act like, bro. Bro, he left Chelsea. He literally left Chelsea. So let's not talk about the mentality
Wait,
of like
why are you making Chelsea seem like the mecca of football? That if somebody doesn't make it there, they're not there. You said the same thing about Kevin De Bruyne, saying that you can never say he's the greatest because he didn't make it at Chelsea.
Hey, we're not bringing De Bruyne into this. We're not bringing De Bruyne into this.
Did you not say that?
We're not bringing De Bruyne into this. We're not bringing De Bruyne into this.
Chelsea to be great, bro. We're not doing it.
We're not gonna bring it.
About that. Listen, you come to a team full of great players, right? What do you like? You said it earlier. What are you supposed to do in the midst of other great players? Your levels are supposed to rise, right?
Was he given a chance? My brother's Chelsea. He said he wasn't given a chance. That's what he was saying. So, what do you think? Do you think he was given a chance?
If Hazard, the lazy player, is able to cut it under Jose, how can you not? That is. But we're not going to digress into that. That is my last.
So that's your reason. So the fact that if you would have made it,
it's not just that, bro.
Look, when I say mentality, ask me why I say mentality, because I'm saying this. Hazard, Salah always scores against Man United, and I hate the fact that he does it. But after one game, I watched his interview.
Against Man
United, bro. Listen, and he said, his record against the top six, 64 goals.
Yep. It's very good. It's very good. I'm not even arguing.
It's unheard of, bro. It's literally,
Man United, bro.
You hear that record against the top six, 64 goals and assists.
But a lot
of those goals against Arsenal and Man United.
Bro,
he scored against bro. Yo, does he not score against City most of the time when he faced them?
He does. But hold on.
You just say he only scores against Arsenal, Man United.
Yo, I guess the top six. How many goals does Haaland have?
I don't know. You're a City fan. Tell me.
In one year, how many goals does he have?
Shoot, I don't know. Maybe like 10.
Wait, hold on. Let me give an estimate. Say 10, right?
Okay.
How many of those was against Man United?
He had like 2 or 3, I think.
Okay,
he
but
had like
he had a hat trick against them. So don't bring Man United.
You're bringing Haaland to. But bring me a stats to prove it. Again, you're doing assumptions. Do you have a stat to say that?
Did Haaland not score a hat trick against you guys last year? But Haaland scored it in the same game, scored a hat trick. Yes or no?
Okay, what about? I'm saying Salah.
It's at least 10 because he had 3. He had 3 against. Off the top of my head, he had 3 against Man United the first time he played. He had, I want to say, 2 against Arsenal. He had what about when we played Chelsea?
I didn't just make a guess, Shad. I did a guesstimate in my head.
You said it is a guess, so you don't have anything to prove that. So no. You first started. You started off saying Salah goals has come against Arsenal, and I just asked Kwaku, does he not score against the time? And then he says he does. So the point that you made was invalid.
That 64 number that you're bringing up. Bro, a lot of bro, they beat your set. What was it?
Now it's stat pattern. Now it's stat pattern.
When you talk about the big 6 and then you score against that Arsenal before the last 2 years, bro. When you score against Arsenal, I don't come.
He has scored against Man City, which is the best team to the past.
Your stat of 64 that you're bringing up, I'm telling you, it's fugazi because half of them goals are against, bro. When you
prove it, bro. You're not proving it. You keep saying that, but prove it. Bring me a stat that shows that he scored 50 goals against them.
Go back and look at it. It might not even be 64, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to drag it on.
It's 64 goals and assists, 64 GA against the top 6. Bro, he's a big game player.
All right.
How many he scored against each team? And I'll tell you.
I can prove that. I can show that to you if you want. I can find
That's a conversation for another day. When y'all come into debate, you need to have your stats ready.
Have your stats to prove it. Don't make assumptions that he scored 10 against Arsenal. You're making assumptions.
He scored 22 goals against Man United. Come and say,
you're making assumptions. Hey, Salah never took a year off. Salah never took a year off. He never took a year off.
He did at Chelsea, though, and Florentina.
That's 30 games without scoring. How's that? 30 games without scoring. What kind of player?
One of y'all came up with your stats ready. And this thing has been dragging on for a while. The past like 10 to 15 minutes, I have not been able to get a word in at all. It's been just agenda-based, agenda left and right. Salah could do it at Chelsea. Hazard can't do it at Liverpool. Hazard couldn't get it done at Real Madrid, so he did for we get it. All right. To cap it all off, I'm gonna say it's been a very beautiful story to watch and see unfold of Eden Hazard. I think any other generation, any other time, he gets his hand on one of those Ballon d'Ors. I think, like Shad was saying, if he maybe does take training a little bit more seriously, he becomes better. Maybe he's still playing today, but I think if you ask Hazard himself, he's very happy with his career. If you ask any real fans of football, they'll tell you that Hazard's career, while maybe didn't live up to the personal accolade that we would have liked. Was a joy to watch. It was fun. We loved it. And like many other players, wish him the best. Any last words from you two? No agenda based, bro. No agenda.
Hazard and Salah are both great, bro. It's just a matter. It's picking what lettuce and tomatoes, or what do they say? What do the kids say nowadays?
Apples and oranges.
Yeah, whatever it is. Both great players.
Great players. You just playing hair, and that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
Who you take. You're not down for picking the other one, so it is what it is.
Before we leave,
personally, which is what
before we leave, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. We will be back on Apple Podcasts. We will be back on Spotify. I've had some people telling me that why aren't we uploading on there? We will be back. I apologize, but as right now on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, repost, tell all your friends. Follow us on all our socials at Y3K Pod. We love y'all. We'll see y'all again. We might have another video coming out like this week too. This remote thing, we might be pumping videos like every day. You feel me? So who knows? We might have another video coming out real soon. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We love y'all. We'll see y'all again. Peace out, y'all.